Hello, 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 and welcome to another live stream. We've got ourselves quite an exciting weekend planned for us. How are you guys doing today? Looks like we got quite a few people pouring in. This is good. Oh, For Honor Forge. That sounds like it's going to be a eventful evening for you. Let's see, Jay. Alright, Jay. I think they know. As long as you're checked in, it's fine. As long as you're checked in, then you're alright, Jay. Well, I had a great afternoon so far. Just came from a friend's party. Alcohol was had. Made me very happy. You know, because alcohol and tournaments and try hard go really well together. Yeah, Jay, it shouldn't be an issue. Don't worry about it. Just get here whenever you get the chance. Let me make sure they know. Oh, welcome, Aaron. Nice to see you first. Well, that's, I suppose, a lot easier for you. Glad I can help, For Honor. Let's switch on over to the Ford's cam, see if we can't have a bit more excitement. Ford's cam, Ford's cam, Ford's cam. I was hoping to get in a couple matches before the tournament, because y'all know I haven't exactly practiced or done any sort of thing, so I expect to fall to someone who's actually playing a bit harder in the game. But hey, we'll see how this goes. Looks like there's no open lobby, so I'll go ahead and host new game. Switch this over to my name. Incursus game. You know, I gotta do the right thing here. Get all the people in here. Well, hello to you, Forger's son. It is YouTube Incursus. There we go. That brings people in. Alright, one-on-one. See if we can get one-on-one in here before the tournament starts. I'm doing quite well. Doing quite alright, Jacob. Jeez, I'm flipping words already. I am going to need every ounce of remaining brain cell to do anything here. I'm probably going to end up going pretty quiet during my actual matches, because I will be commenting on the matches, but I'm also participating. I expect to not be talking a whole lot during my matches, just because I'm gonna need a lot of focus. Ooh, new admin, awesome. Oh boy, lots of things going on. Alright, looks like stream's alright. So the tournament starts at 6 o'clock, which is in 3 minutes. So I'm just kind of hoping to get a quick match in there, but at this point it looks like there's not a whole lot of people hopping in. So I'm probably just going to be waiting here for the tournament to actually start. The bracket is available. Actually, you know what? Let me post the bracket on my Discord channel. That way y'all can check out the bracket whenever you guys want. Check out the current state. Alright, is this the proper link? There it is. Alright. Alright, so let's go over to the announcement channel of Discord. Oh, I completely forgot to put an announcement on the Discord. Rip me. Alright. Tournaments is live. Bracket. There we go. And then the actual stream, that would be nice if I posted that somewhere. Aaron asking if he can be moderator. I have no need for moderators right now. At least not at the moment. We'll see how that changes in the future. And for the moment, we're all good here. There we go. Perfect. Looks like we've got one looking for a 2v2. You have a weird working on YT events blocking some of the screen. You sure that's on my end, not on yours? Hello there, it's Andrew. One-on-one, perhaps. Looks like. Alright, so let's do some one-on-one here while we wait for everyone to check in. It seems like the tournament's still getting things together. Let's see if we can do this real quick. I'll be watching the tournament chat, so if something happens, I can just hop on out of this and get right into the proper location of getting everyone together. And heard, what was Fraz's terminology for it? Like herding rabbits, I think it was. Jay, the server password is posted in the tournament competitors private chat as a pinned message. I think Verona Ford's description of the chat is fairly accurate, which is good. Very good. Alright, I'm going to be sitting in the Discord chat. Wait for the tournament managers to hop in and let me know that it's time for me to hop into the matches. Meantime, where am I? I'm over here. Let's carry on. Rip, teammate, or opponent left. Sadness. Alright, in that case, let's just hop into the tournament. Oh dear, I'm gonna have to hide my screen here for a second, aren't I? I usually don't do this on screen, does it? Do that? Yeah, it does. It does show it. What on earth did I click on here? Alright, no, please. Don't do that. Actually, what is the password again? Yeah, there it is. Thank you. Or can I join by friends? That might even be easier for me. No password required. Ha! Ta-da! We made it in. Alright, so everyone is in here. In this case, it looks like the first match will be between Joe Apocalypse and Time to Carry. Are both in here? We have Joe Apocalypse, but no Time to Carry. So we're waiting for Time to Carry. We actually need someone else to drop out. It seems like we got a little chaos going on here, which is situation normal. Oh, King Banana on Twitch, welcome. Hey, General Oregon. How's it going, man? Apparently my restream is not working properly. Cannot read YouTube chat, so I'll have to have that open separately. Yay! Awesome. Alright. What else do we have here? Okay, it looks like we're still setting things up a bit here, guys. First match is Time to Carry on here. I don't see him online. Why is he not online? Y'all get to see all the innards and how these tournaments go from the back end point of view. It's mostly a lot of waiting. Alright, where is Nosehead? Or are we skipping round 1 and going straight to round 2? Let me see if I can get the Nosehead in here, as he has control of the tournament. Figure out what's going on, try to help get things around. Get things going. Okay, so it looks like we did have quite a few persons that did not show up. They signed up for the tournament and then failed to check in. So we're going around and trying to change things a bit. Try to rearrange who's going first. Looks like our first is going to be Hoody Raccoon versus King Banana, probably. Getting things settled in here. Alright, we'll find out in a minute when the bracket gets updated. In the meantime... Yes, no, Fraz is not streaming, guys. At least not tonight. Well, shout out to X-Raisin, another streamer. He handles all the French casting for the lovely French community. Welcome all of you guys. You know, Fraz is not streaming tonight, guys, sadly. He's probably just going to be watching one of the streams somewhere. Alright, we need to get confirmation about who is going first, and then we can have the lobbies filled out. Alright. Alright, it looks like we do have confirmation. It is changing. There we go. Alright, Jay looks like he's good to go. And just updated bracket. You guys can check out the announcements page on the Discord if you guys want to see the bracket yourselves. First match is King Banana, the 22nd, versus Hoody Raccoon. Oh boy, I'm up against Strict Jeff. That's gonna be fun. Ooh, Exploderize. Possibly, but King Banana was there first. Let's see if he's sticking around. Alright. So what is the map selection? Sorry guys, I'm not bouncing between chat too much. We got a lot of chaos going around here. Looks like this tournament's at an exceptionally slow start. We've had a lot of people ditching out and trying to jump in at the last minute. But our first match will be between Hoody Raccoon and King Banana, both of which are present here. X-Raisin is also here. Very good. We have
Hi, Incursus. How you doing, man?
Hey, Nosehead. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. And welcome to you. Sorry about the delayed start here. I was just trying to get the bracket all sorted out, and I think it's as good as it's going to get at the moment.
Yeah, we had quite a few dropouts, quite a few on the waiting lists trying to get in, and then the shifting around, there's a lot of confusion going on, but I think we're good now. We do have our
Yeah,
first
I think so.
two competitors, Hoody Raccoon and King Banana. That I could have sworn it was 22nd on Discord, but it looks like it's 21st here in game. It's going to confuse me a little bit. It's fine, it's King
Yeah,
Banana.
okay. Yes, it's King Banana versus Hoody Raccoon. All right,
Yes.
so let's double check that everybody is actually everybody's in the lobby correctly, and just got to double check that we
And
got
also the map selection.
right map selection.
We do have a few of the
Alright.
other competitors that look like they want to watch the game live. I do not know if that is.
No, we should
I do not have a
probably,
problem with it, but I don't know if the server has a problem with it.
Yeah, I'd probably I might boot them out just to keep things stable.
Because
I'm
as
just
is,
gonna set.
we have quite a few higher end pings here.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, one sec.
All right, so the first match will be on pillars.
Yep. And so who do we need out of here?
All right,
Who do
so
we-
it's I
Let's
believe
see, we
Aqua
need,
Wolf, Riggs and Rags, and General Wiggin.
Yeah, General can stay.
All
Riggs and
right.
Rex can stay because they're helping moderate.
Okay, then that's it.
Can stay, so we got Hoody and King and you. So I guess that's it, isn't it?
All right, so we're gonna have a lot of people watching live. Sounds good to me.
Okay. Oh, I should probably actually.
Hey,
make the
Josh,
stream
Solar
show the
Wave,
actual
welcome to
game
the stream.
rather than the bracket. That would help, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would probably be pretty good. Aqua Wolf has rejoined.
Yeah. Sorry,
We just need to let him know.
if you don't mind. Oops. Thank you, sir.
Lobby as minimal as possible for stability reasons. Oh, Aqua Wolf is saying he's streaming too.
Okay, all right.
I did not know this. Okay, never mind then.
go.
It's fine.
Let the games begin.
All right, we have the first match underway.
Looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's been a while since we had a 1v1 tournament. I'm always excited about
It
these.
has.
It's King
Yeah,
Banana
I'm-
versus Hoody Raccoon.
I'm a little surprised that that we had issues with everybody checking in at the end there. We had a full bracket leading up to this, but not everybody showed up in the end. So had a few last minute check-ins.
Yeah, well, at least we had a few people to fill in the holes, if you shall.
Yeah, that's right.
Looks like player 2 over here hasn't placed anything. Okay, player 2's
There we
after
go.
about 20 seconds did place down his first technology structure and is now moving down toward the other resource points. Player 1 over here. I neglected to look at which team was who.
Oh, right.
That probably would have
To
been a
look
good
at
idea.
you.
Player 1 over
yeah,
here
we're
going
gonna-
for the economy route.
Hmm.
And let's see
Oh, I know.
how this develops. Player 1 definitely going to have a significantly
Team
higher.
1 is Hoody Raccoon. Team 2 is King Banana.
Did I say in the logs? I don't see it on the
If you
console
push
anyway.
F8, you can see.
Oh, I forget about that sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, Team 1 is Hoody Raccoon. Team 2 is King Banana. So Team 2, King Banana, has just finished his technology structure and is still working on building up his economy. Yes, just building more and more economy, whereas Team 1 has already built his economy and is about halfway through building his tech structure to get some higher end weapons here. Continuing to reinforce. Both players seem content to simply sit back and design their bases to take more hits. It's always a safe thing to do.
It is. It is. I find when I'm playing, like I go straight for the resources. It's interesting when people go the tech structure straight away, because it feels like once you do that, you're kind of stuck. I suppose it gets you access to some more powerful weapons sooner, but then you don't have the resources to support them, do you?
That's true. So a lot of the rush tactics go for that.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I see what's going on. I've had a little problem with my stream. Apparently people are complaining about it, but not everyone saw it. I see what it is. It is my restream causing problems. Let me just go like that. Hide that. There we go. It's something I can't really see, but I assume that's what it is. So that should be nice and clean for you guys to watch. Alright, we finally have some weapons out of Hoody. Going early game aggression. He's got some gunners, got some snipers. He's got a couple mortars going down. Team 2 over here, King Banana, doesn't have any defenses available for himself yet. He does have a sniper sitting behind a door that hasn't been used yet. Maybe he'll use it now? Because all of Hoody's weapons are very open and clean, straight up exposed to the world. King Banana could retaliate and just blow everything away. You know, one sniper bullet at a time. Hoody's mortars not hitting their mark. Those definitely need to be re-aimed. And King just retaliating by building one machine gunner that's clearing the skies by itself. It doesn't even have that high of an angle, that clear of a point of view. And it's still managing to clear the skies, which is kind of impressive. Not gonna lie, that's very impressive. And King Banana is still going for more technology and building up even further and further. He's gone with both basic technology routes, both the armory and the workshop, which is not something you usually see. And now he's also going for the upgrade center, which is definitely not something you usually see in combination with those two. And hasn't used any of the tech structures. He's gotten all of them, but hasn't actually used any of them. He's just putting down what I assume is going to be a flak. Unfortunately, it just got hit by a mortar. It's going to survive this time, but now Hoody's gotten up to 3 mortars, none of which hit the flak this time. Yes, it is indeed a flak. He's got to have one more volley of the mortars before that flak comes online. If those don't hit it, oh, that flak is going to be online, which means those mortars are going to be taking some fairly significant damage coming in. Let's see, can the first shot do it? The first shot completely clears the skies of all the mortars, which is kind of a surprise, really.
Yeah,
usually it only grabs some of them.
In the recent update,
Ooh, that flak shot getting none of the mortars out of the sky and taking a direct hit from all 3. The flak is down. There is no more anti-air for
update,
Banana
we've
here.
improved the accuracy of the machine gunners.
And we can really feel it.
Mm.
Let's see, King Banana going for more sniper shenanigans. Hoody retaliating, but there's not a whole lot of damage coming out on either side. King Banana is getting some of the heavier weapons out.
He's on fire too.
He's getting some of the EMPs out, which are a bit heavier in damage than a lot of the other weapons that are available at this stage in technology. King Banana is burning down slowly, losing access to 2 of his mines. More flak coming down. Hoody hopping on the sniper to try to get rid of them. Takes one of them with him. Is he gonna get the other one? Oh, he might just be able to knock it over the top, but it hits the fan instead. What do I call them fans? They're turbines. They look like fans. Wind turbines. More turbines being used to protect the flak. It seems like it's going to be enough, but it's also going to stop the flak from shooting down those mortars, or at least most of the mortars. As I say that, I can immediately eat my own words.
Yeah, the commentator's curse, I think they call that.
Alright, looks like King managing to reclaim his 2 long-lost mines. Hoody lowering the trajectory of his mortars, the flat cannon not even able to fire at them. They're splashing not quite harmlessly across the front, but where they are splashing across is lined with metal, meaning these incendiary mortars are not going to be doing much damage, because metal does not burn. Surprise, surprise.
I would like to see Hoody upgrade those mortars.
Oh, but Hoody is shock and awe. We have explosive barrels appearing in King Banana's base. Those can always throw a wrench into anything, as they can, at any point in time, just bring down an entire base all on their own. That puts King Banana here on a pretty hefty clock, and a clock that accelerates the more damage is dealt. Let's see how this throws a wrench in things.
Also, I think he can have a fourth. Hoody could have a fourth mortar, couldn't he?
Absolutely. He's only built 3, and for the amount of use he's got out of them, he's probably going to want to change or at least upgrade them before building a 4th.
Yep.
King Banana taking hit after hit, but not taking any appreciable damage, losing some exposed weapons every so often, losing weapons through doors. But Hoody not actually able to deal lethal damage. King's still building himself up. Uses his heavy sniper to shoot through some more doors. King firing another volley of rockets. Hoody's got plenty of machine guns to take care of most of it, but that splash damage actually hit his core, meaning in 6 minutes and 40 seconds, if this game is not resolved, then Hoody will not be the victor.
That's right.
I could not have said that in any less convoluted of a way, I don't think. Hoody again trying to snipe over the top of those turbines to take out the flak. Unfortunately for Hoody, the flak hasn't really been doing much. Oh, another hit in the splash, hitting Hoody's core again and removing his energy production. Hoody building an energy shield. Energy shields not known for their effectiveness versus rockets.
Yeah. That was a panic decision, I think.
That flak on the other side of the turbines actually doing some damage, completely removing all of the mortars. Another volley of rockets coming in, very much so destabilizing Hoody's base. Looks like Hoody's on the back foot here. The incendiary mortars still not doing damage to metal, but they are burning down King's base. Slowly, very slowly. Taking out one piece of background bracing. Hoody's machine gunner is clearing most of the rockets out of the sky. King Banana firing consistently now. That flak still taking out some of those mortars. Another hit. Takes out a machine gunner. There's been just low damage on both sides, every time.
Yeah. And there's 5 minutes to go.
Oh, at this rate. Another hit splashes just as... It's just splashing on the outside of Hoody's base and doing just a little bit of damage to the core.
Yep.
But it's going to be enough at the end of the 5 minute. At this rate, he might actually blow up the core if he keeps up these hits.
Yep.
Oh, wow. 2 machine gunners completely clearing the sky of 4 rockets. Ooh, King Banana's sniper finally getting some good use. Taking out some machine gunners, leaving the world wide open for the rockets to clean through. Ooh. King Banana aiming for those mortars. That's an AP sniper. The mortars are protected by 1 piece of metal and 1 piece of wood. That is not enough to defend against an AP sniper. If King Banana fires again up there, he could take out those mortars one by one. AP sniper going right through the energy shield, hitting the wind turbine. Unfortunately, wind turbines are not particularly vulnerable to sniper fire. They just have way too much HP.
Too much, eh?
Oh, no. I did not mean to say those words. Looks like Hoody replacing lost machine guns. They're not expensive, though they do slowly add up. Fortunately, this match has been on long enough that the price of machine gunners is minimal in comparison to everything else that's gone around. But he's still using the incendiary mortars.
Yeah.
Aiming
Still only
for
3 of them.
aiming for King Banana's energy production. He
What's King
takes
making?
one of them.
Another rocket?
It looks like it. King will definitely not have the energy production to keep sustained fire with all 3. Especially not losing all of his energy production to mortars, which is still a thing that's happening. King Banana going up to 2 rockets and an EMP. 1 rocket barely making it through the sky. Indeed, it looks like King was either unable or unwilling to fire his last EMP there. Oh, that's what he was doing. He was saving his energy and metal for an munitions plant. Munitions plant, the final piece of technology required to build cannons.
Oh, right. That's interesting. Might be a bit late for that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh, boy. That's a
Fort
lot of
is
weight.
looking a little bit, yeah.
Hoodie Raccoon's
bit
base
big.
is succumbing to repeated fire, losing stability and breaking. Its foundations are breaking.
It is.
He's trying to save it. He's using rope to try to pull it back, but it's coming real close. One more piece breaks and he's going down.
Yeah,
A little bit of
maybe we
panic
should,
building still going
replace that
around.
with,
Energy shield.
Replace that with some metal. Some cross bracing would help.
That would. There's a lot of things he can do here. He's done a few of them. It's not enough to say to keep his base entirely out of the blinking red. Looks like King adding on 3 more turbines, hoping to solve his energy crisis.
Oh, that was a good snipe.
That was a very good snipe. Probably meant to shoot the thing at the launcher and managed to hit the rocket.
Yeah.
More mortars landing on top of King Banana's energy production. Ooh, 3 rockets coming in. To those asking about the brackets are on the Discord. You can just check on the announcements page next to the stream announcements, and you will see the brackets directly yourself. And there's, oh, these missiles being completely shut down out of the sky. Another barrel appearing in King Banana's base. Not at any critical points, nor is it detonating itself. And King Banana will likely be safe from this barrel. At a meager 1,000 energy, the barrel will eventually go away.
Yeah, I think Hoody is going to lose this one on reactor
Damage received. Yes, I think so.
Oh.
Unless Hoody can change something real quick, just the splash damage will add up to be enough to break the tie. 5 seconds remaining. And that's it.
Oh.
Very close.
Winner is Team 2, 56% versus 100% reactor health.
Wow. All of that splash damage bringing Hoody's reactor down to 56% health. And that's the end. At the end, Hoody loses on splash damage. GG. King Banana moves on.
Okay, so let me do the Chalong shuffle. Okay,
so King Banana, in his next round, will face off Jopocalypse.
Oh, I see. I actually haven't told the tournament to start.
Oh, jeez.
There we go.
Surprise.
So who went through? That was King Banana, right?
King Banana moves through, yes. Yeah. Alright, it looks like our next competitors should be Aqua Wolf and Blackmail, both of which are already in the lobby.
Excellent. This is good news. And we're going to go over here. No, we're going to go over here. And
hey Wesley, welcome to the stream.
quickly look at the bracket. That's all good. As we progress, and let's see. Ah, look at that. Next map is vanilla.
One of my personal favorites.
Mm. Okay, so
King Banana asking if Joe is any good. The answer is yes. I like how you have to actually ask to play vanilla because of the hidden hand.
it's my weird system here because I'm remoting into the server and it's super laggy to control.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just actually easier for me to go through the interface and suggest it to myself. Anyways, so everybody is here. Let's go back here. And everybody's ready.
Looks like we just need a few players to ready up. We got 2 players on team 1. That needs to change.
Okay, so who's going to be team 2? This is what, Black Male versus
Aqua Wolf.
Aqua.
There we go. Aqua Wolf is on team 2. Everyone else is an observer. The map is vanilla and looks like we are ready to go. Everyone's rated up. Time's up. Let's do this. Alright, we are on vanilla, the most vanilla of all maps. Black Male is on team 1 on the left side here. Team 2, Aqua Wolf. And see how it goes. It looks like Black Male has not interacted with his base yet. 20 seconds have already passed. Aqua Wolf, oh, there we go. Looks like we have interactions on both sides now. Aqua Wolf filling out his base. Neither side going for more. Oh, Aqua Wolf going straight for the tech rush. No economy out of, Black Male going for the tech rush. No economy out of him. We're getting, after filling out his base, Aqua Wolf is going for the mines for more economy.
Mm-hmm.
Black Male might be having some technical difficulties. Adding on another mine, getting some more resources in, adding on a battery as well. Perhaps going for a higher tech rush. We get to see any early weapons out of Black Male here. Aqua Wolf adding on a turbine and a battery.
Yep.
Looks like both of these players seem to be interested in going to the later game. As we have defensives and sandbags coming out. Aaron asking, when am I going to play? I am in the, I believe it's the 4th match in the bracket. Alright, so Aqua Wolf just putting down his first tech structure, the workshop, at about the 1 minute and 50 second mark. Yep. Black Male just putting down his factory. This will enable lasers and a fire laser, the energy-based late-game heavy weapons.
He's still not generating any energy over there, or any extra energy, I should say.
Indeed, his economy is not particularly strong. He's just getting a 4th mine at the moment. He is building higher, perhaps a place to put turbines?
Aqua's more the more traditional approach, I guess.
I suppose so. I don't know. The traditional approach usually involves going for heavy weapons. Oh my, what do we have here? He's manually changing. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like he was manually changing his background bracing to enable a place for the swarm missiles to go, and then placed his swarm missiles outside of that location.
I'm not quite sure. Plus, the game will do that for you automatically.
Indeed. You need not manually replace these background bracing. Whenever you put down a weapon, it will clear out foreground bracing. That way you don't have to spend time doing it yourself. But right about now, Blackmail's heavy weapons facility will be coming online. Unfortunately, he does not have a second metal storage. It means he cannot get a plasma cannon, but he can get a fire beam. Fire beams,
Right.
not terribly damaging, but they do ignite everything that they point at, which is great for removing weapons and other innards of a base, but not great for destroying the base or structure itself.
Yeah, it's very much harassment, isn't it?
Indeed.
Should be
Now,
interesting. And then if he's not careful with the fire beam, he could ignite incoming swarms on their way in.
indeed, a lot of weapons that the incendiary web effect is quite an interesting interaction with weapons. Is the fire beam ignites projectiles, and most projectiles will simply expire after a few seconds of being on fire. It's like you melt the projectile,
Yep.
creates like a firewall, if you will.
Yep.
But some projectiles, like swarm missiles, will stay in the air on fire for
A little
quite
bit
some
longer.
time,
Yep.
and burning swarm missiles just adds an extra incendiary effect to whatever they hit. Oh!
Gee.
The RNG on those missiles, they all seem to focus fire on that one singular point, that one single metal strut, and removed it, almost knocking out Blackmail here in one volley. That's not common. But now Blackmail's fire laser is online. Can he get some kind of a critical hit here? Seeing from the spectator view, we can see that there's a bunch of batteries. Nope, the fire beam splashing across a sniper, which will probably take it out. Oh no, it just barely survives.
Just a bit singed.
There is a cheese tactic available with this fire beam in that you can hit the core really easily, and when you
just
run out
keep-
the timer
just-
with it.
Yep. Yep.
And now we've got double swarm missiles coming in. Destroying another plank of, metal struts and a machine gunner. No significant damage done, but that will be costly to repair.
Wonder if Aqua will do some energy shields. He hasn't
Perhaps. Realistically, either energy shields or a few more. Oh, there is the
Yeah,
missile
see?
interaction. And that's going to
That's what
deal
I
the
thought
extra
he was gonna
damage and enough to bring down Blackmail. And that's going to be it for this round. The GG is called.
GG.
Aqua proceeds. Alright, so we have Aqua Wolf moving on. Aqua Wolf will be facing off Bees in the next round. And in this round, we have myself versus Trek Jeff. Oh boy, this is going to kick off real quick, isn't it? You did this on purpose, didn't you, Nosehead? Oh, jeez. Alright, where's Trek
I don't
Jeff?
know
Get
how
him in
that
here.
turned out like that, but yeah, that's good.
I call
Okay.
rigged.
You call
Alright.
rigged, eh?
Where's Trek? There he is. Alright, we're good.
Okay. I gotta just check something here real quick. Okay, you guys are on balls.
Oh my. For those on stream who don't know, Trek Jeff is a previous winner of the tournaments. A well-known, strong
He's like a
competitor.
prolific winner.
Indeed.
He won the last couple of 2v2s with Pyro.
Pyro and Trek Chef combo, always very powerful.
Yeah, they are. Okay,
Alright, it looks
so
like
is
the map is
everybody
good.
ready? Teams, you're on team 2.
I'm very likely to be quite quiet. I've had
Yep,
a
that's
few shots of alcohol, which is always well for the amount of skill that goes into this game. So I'm gonna need every remaining brain cell available to me to
Okay, no
even
worries,
stay
you
in the match.
focus. You focus. We'll try not to distract you too much.
Let's get going. In fact, I should probably let me head out of the voice chat. That way you can talk to your chat without or the stream without
Sure.
without talking to me. You know,
Okay, good
keep it
luck.
fair.
Have
All right.
fun.
Let's go, chat. Bring it on. Looks like we're just waiting on Aqua Wolf to ready up. For those who don't know, Sinus is running... This is a dedicated server rather than a peer-to-peer server. And Sinus is the host of the game. So he does not appear in the lobby because it is dedicated. I see you there, Exploder Eyes. Alright, balls. Let's do this. It's been a while since I've done a 1v1 tournament. This will be fun, I think. I hope. It's always fun. I just hope I win. Then again, winning involves me practicing. Something I have not done. Go into the mines first because that's always a good thing. Technology down. I see no visible technology. My opponents look like they are redesigning their base. What kind of redesign we have here? I'm not sure. Kind of hard to tell if I can't see it. They're redesigning the insides. Structure here. Add this here. We've got a turbine up top. I will need that as well. Get one of these guys over here. This is just to keep them in check, just to keep them honest, if you will. He's got nothing exciting going on over there. This is fine for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a little cheeky with this. That way they can't see this coming. Trek Jeff, definitely a pony you want to respect at all times. I just want to select my weapons, thank you. Gonna need a battery because we're gonna be a bit low on energy here. And it looks like he's going for a mortar tactic as well, so this first shot is very important. Oh, no, he's going for a defensive tactic. Those are machine gunners, those are not mortars up there. Which means we're going to be expecting a bit more of a rush. Is that enough to take it? It is! Alright. We're in the running here, boys. I see he's got something down there. Let's see if we can't get rid of it, whatever it is. It took 1 hit and survived, took 2 hits and survived, so that's got to be a turbine. This is fine by me. Put down one of these. Alright, I think he's going to be exposing all of this, that way my mortars splash mostly harmlessly into the background. Which is good for him, not good for me. So I got to re-aim these a little bit, decrease the power somewhat. Alright, that looks like a standard wind turbine defense there, so we should be clear on that. You got another gunner up top here. Alright, he's using his wooden armor tactic. This is fine. Alright, where are those gunners? Those gunners are up top. In this case, let's bring down the power just a little bit more. Start moving down here. In fact, I have another idea.
Hey everyone, the Kincha has arrived. Hey Kincha, how's it going? It's going good Incursus, thanks for asking. Kincha, got any stories this week?
Hey Kinsho, welcome. I messed up the placement of this. Alright, I guess we're changing things around a little bit. A little bit more power.
Actually, I do have a story. Bought a new camera. Expensive 4K camera. Nice device. Returned
There
the
we
next
go.
day due to battery overheating manufacturer defect.
Oh dear, that sounds not enjoyable, Kincha. I need to re-aim those a lot. Significantly less power on those, thank you.
Funny thing is that they fixed the battery issue, but it's not available on this series of cameras. Go figure.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, let's add a little bit more defenses here. We're not doing nearly enough damage to him. And now our mortars are too low. I'm floating resources. Let's remove that, please. Thank you. Let's remove all of those. There's the energy laser.
So Incursus, you having balls of fun there?
Yes, I am, actually. Yeah, we are way far behind here, guys. This is, like, not something I can come back from. Alright. Let's do one of these. Am I going to be able to save this? I can. Let's remove these here. Mortar's not the critical weapons here at the moment. I am running out of energy. Let's do this. Oh dear, I need more energy mile. Oh, that's a problem. Oh dear, that's a big problem. Don't know when that caught on fire. Alright, let's do this and this. We're gonna need to protect these immediately. That's gonna remove the upgrade center. This is fine. Fires you out, please. Definitely want one of these here. Just to stop this. Cannot remove those. Understand.
Hey Incursus, you should upgrade those. Never mind.
Oh boy. We had a battery, didn't we? I could have sworn I had another battery. I had to sell it. It seems like something I would do. There goes those. I'm gonna need these mines back for sure. Oh, jeez. Alright, so we can survive a laser shot from anything at the moment. We should be able to survive a laser shot anywhere at the moment. Yep, there's that. Saw that coming. Unfortunately, I think he was aiming for these guys, which is not good for me. May mean I need another set of energy shields here. There we go. Get a couple of gunners. And here we go. Nope. There we go. There's some damage. Shut this down. Open fire, please. Thank you. That's another hit. This is fine. Oh, the double laser. Alright, so this is actually... Did he just take out... Oh dear. Rat attack. Okay, so this needs to be an energy shield now because he's going full on with lasers. Let's do this. Get the extra income. Oh, he took out my mine. I didn't realize. He got the mine through the wall. Oh, that's real bad. That's gonna shut down my income for quite some time. Please don't run out.
Don't know about you, but I prefer miniguns compared to machine guns.
There we go. Oh, that was close. Shut that down real quick. Alright. Hit this right there. We're probably going to be winning on damage rather than actually taking out his core. So let's try to do some damage here. Oh, I see one more machine gunners? I can't upgrade these yet, because I don't have the economy for it. Or rather, I don't have the technology for it. I should have seen that coming. Just gonna shut those down. It's fine, we can go back up. He's gonna have gunners now. But I need another sniper back. Running real low on power here. Oh no. He took out my gunners. Oh dear. That's gonna go right through. Yep, that's it. And we're down. Ah, GG, guys. Let's see, what did I need to do differently there? Let's see, what did I need to do differently? I'm gonna need to review that later to see what I needed to do. Keep in Wargaming, EMPs were unavailable to me. They would never be available they would never be available to me throughout that entire game, as I went a different tech structure. You cannot go both tech structures in this. Exploderize. Yes, I realized I was cycling weapons too fast. This was okay. I needed to have the weapons firing. The mortars at that point in time were not able to deal damage anyways. This is why I was trying to switch away from mortars. Unfortunately, switching away when you're being shot by lasers doesn't work very well. What I needed to do is defend more effectively against those lasers. I knew he was using lasers. Yes, I should have supported the tower bridge. Wargaming. In order to use EMPs, I have to first build the tech structure armory for that, and that is not something I either had time to do, nor the resources. Also, hi Kinsha, how are you doing? Jeez, the chat's coming in when I'm trying to focus. Alright, let me drop down into the chat here. Hello and welcome back.
Hello and welcome back. Good attempt there, man. I thought you were going to get him there for a while, but those bloody lasers got you in the end.
Yep. I failed to defend against them. That was my bad. I knew they were there, and I'm like, hey, look at this blaring tower that I clearly need for all of my defense. And your swarm missiles, that could stop your swarm missiles, that will actually have all of my weapon systems on them. I'm just going to leave it wide open to a single laser shot. And surprise! Wonder what happened there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to just put the this thing onto the bracket for a second, show everybody the bracket. So the only issue at the moment is it's rage alert against Idris, but Idris is not to be found at this moment. I've just pinged him on Discord. He was talking to me earlier, and now he seems to have gone away.
Okay, well, we can do other matches at the moment, but I think if he's the last one available, or the last match that we have to do to proceed, then we just have to disqualify him.
Yep. Okay.
So next we can do Joe Apocalypse versus King to give Idris a few more minutes.
Yep. Let's do that. We're going to just move on to the other match. So, let's see. Go here. And back to here. Yep. Thanks for that.
All right, General Wigan signing off for a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Rage Alert. Rage. Spawning your match for a few minutes.
Okay. Yeah, I see Idris was online. It's like, okay, we'll just skip that for the moment. So we just need to get Joe and King.
All right.
And it's what? King.
Your opponent has signed. There we go.
So it's Joe and King, right? And they're not.
Indeed.
I'm just trying to dig them up.
All right, let's try to get them in here.
I recently
making
made a
these changes
computer
on the
upgrade
fly
purchase.
that not
Purchased 2 Titan
sticks
X
around.
keys. So now I
Okay,
got
King's
two
in.
1080 to sitting in a corner.
Jeez, Kincha. Just going all out with the computer. I approve. I'm still thinking, what else could I have done? Other thing I could have done? Oh, why didn't I think of that? I could have just.
What were you
There are
thinking?
so many things I could have done. I just neglected to do. Jeez.
The thing about this game, it just gets me, is that it's really hard to think on your feet, you know, and yeah, because you just go, okay, I'm going to do this, and you go down that tunnel of your train of thought, right? And then something you didn't think about happens, and it just completely erases, you know, like
Yeah, jeez.
common thought. You know, it's like, oh yeah, I should have a energy. They're not haven't shot at me for a long time, so they must be going, you know, heavy weapons.
I
Okay,
can only
so
think there were so many things.
Josie.
Jeez, it's like embarrassing the more I think about it. It's like, why didn't I just do this? Why didn't I just do that? A little more practice. I say any practice at all, probably would have done much better.
We need to get.
I think we need to get going, Joe.
Yep.
All right, looks like we're ready to go. Looks like it's moorings, X-Raisin. All right, we're all ready to go.
Good.
Time's up. Let's do this. All right, we have on Team 1, King Banana here on the left side here. And on Team 2, Joe Apocalypse.
So Joe has been runner-up in the last few tournaments. Both, in the 2v2 tournaments.
Indeed.
Yeah, and each time he's lost to Trekjeft and Pyro. Oh, Joe didn't choose his commander.
Yeah, but he says he thinks he's fine.
Okay.
Both players so far going for the same tech structures at the same time.
Yep.
You've got an extra mine coming out of Rigs and Rags here. I'm sorry, King Banana here.
Yeah.
My bad.
King's on...
King's on the left side.
Yep.
Alright, both players have finished up their workshop. Will we see any weapons out of them? Ooh.
Partially.
King, I can't hurt your soul because in order for me to hurt your soul you have to have a soul to begin with.
King Banana has some basic forts mechanic questions. Mid-game, that's always exciting. Alright, looks like Joe going with his missile rush. Joe, well known for the missile rush.
Yeah, and King has not built any defenses. Okay, there goes his first machine gunner.
Alright, he does have the machine gunners up.
Probably. Yeah, okay.
He has likely spotted the missile launchers here. Unfortunately, most of those gunners will not be effective as missiles come in from a straight trajectory, a direct trajectory rather than an artillery trajectory. So those gunners won't have in the back won't have an opportunity to shoot through their friend. And if they try, which machine gunners are known to do, they will simply kill their friend in front of them.
Yeah.
Alright, Joe grabbing a couple of snipers. It looks like Banana also going for swarm missiles. Unfortunately, not as swiftly as Joe here. There's one machine gunner available to shoot down those missiles, not enough to stop them. Takes out a few of them, but that's going to deal some damage.
Yeah.
And there's the sniper out of Joe, clearing out those gunners. The sequential snipers, or I'm sorry, the multiple gunners coming in pretty handy here, as Joe has only removed one layer of the gunners, and has no idea that he needs to remove more gunners in the back. So King will always have at least one gunner available at this rate. However, that's not going to be enough, as we have seen so far. One gunner doing some damage, but...
Oh, jeez. There's a bit of fire on the core there.
Hasn't done any damage to it yet, though it's come really close. Alright, looks like King is completely out of machine gunners, but he's firing off his own swarm missiles, and, well, Joe doesn't have any defenses against it at all. Unfortunately for King, no significant damage done. Joe losing a single gunner to it, the rest of the swarm missile splashing mostly harmlessly across everywhere else. Joe cleaning off some more machine gunners in preparation to fire his next volley of swarm missiles. There we go. While that one gunner all the way in the back behind this machine gunner line has survived, it's blocked by his friend. More swarm missiles hitting. Banana actually losing a couple pieces of metal off the front of his base there.
Yeah.
Alright, another volley of swarm missiles. Comes out of King. Still only one machine gunner available to defend it on Joe's side. Oh, but we got the double launch coming out of Joe Apocalypse.
Yep.
This is going to deal some damage.
Oh.
Woo! That is very close to exposing the core. King needs to have some more defenses in there if he's going to survive another volley like that.
Yeah. Maybe Joe could get a upgrade center. That would be handy.
An upgrade center and warhead coming out of either side would be game ending at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
Another volley of missiles splashes across the front armor of Joe. Joe using wooden bracing to absorb the damage, so no significant damage received there. King Banana's machine gunner placement still allows only 2 machine gunners to fire, despite having 5 machine gunners.
Yep. They're like backups.
Redundant and, well, having multiple backups of the same thing doesn't help you restore back to multiple points.
Okay.
Looks like Joe finally getting a go. Oh, but that's the end of it there. Joe Apocalypse takes the win.
Nicely done, Joe.
I like the final scene here where Joe is just entirely engulfed in flame.
Yeah. Okay, so let's edit this. And Joe made it through there. Cool. And have we heard from Idris yet on Discord?
I haven't seen him in the Discord.
No. Okay, I guess. Oh well. Okay, I guess we'll just keep continuing on because we can. And we'll do bees and Aqua Wolf.
All right, bees versus Aqua Wolf.
Yep. Okay, so that was mooring. So now we'll do
There we are.
Tundra.
Exploder is asking, why does metal armor explode? It doesn't. It does, however, receive damage from explosives. Alright, so we have Aqua Wolf on Team 2, Bees on Team 1, and the map is Tundra. It looks like we are ready to go.
Sweet. Well, let's just dive in, shall we? Waiting on a few. I'm just going to quickly show the bracket online.
Indeed, Riggs and Rags is correct. Tundra is a very, very long range map.
It is. It is.
Not only is it long range, but the map design pretty much requires that you do have a very tall and slender base, which is incredibly unstable.
Hmm. Is everybody
It's always an interesting, set.
need to ready up? Okay, so that's where the bracket's at the moment.
All right. Didn't Wiggins say that he was going AFK for a few minutes?
Yeah, I think I might have to boot him.
Yeah, it looks like he hasn't left the in-game menu. So I think we're just gonna have to boot him for now. There we go.
There we go.
All right, everyone else is ready to go?
Yep. Except for somebody who hasn't loaded yet.
You know, some people just jump in.
So, any thoughts about who might be the winner of the tournament?
I haven't seen X-Raisin play in a long while, but X-Raisin is pretty good. Trek Jeff, obviously, very good.
Yep.
I think it's going to come down to either Joe and the winner of X-Raisin versus Trek Jeff.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's fair call.
If I were to estimate. All right, so we have Bees here on the left on Team 1. And we have Aqua Wolf here on the right on Team 2. Bees going for an immediate economy, filling out all available eco spaces on his initial starting platform. Aqua Wolf instead filling out his base, spending his resources, and making sure that he has a very strong base. Very sturdy. Even going with the rope, just to make sure it can't fall forward. Alright, so we've got, I already have a turbine created and everything down for Bees here. Bees has pretty much the run of options here. He's going for the armory. Armory give him access to EMPs and flak cannons, neither of which are known for their effectiveness at long range.
Yeah, the flight path gets a bit random towards the end, doesn't it?
Indeed.
With your missile, with the rockets. Missiles would be prone to anti-air with such a long flight.
And there's very little locations to put them, aside from this floating island up top.
Yep.
Wargaming asks, is there a website to sign up for these tourneys? The tourneys are announced on the fort's official Discord. However, there is a website.
Okay, so he's
in the
got
link.
his first text structure up.
If you go to the fort's official Discord, you can find the link there. Matthew's asking
Aqua
if I know where
has
Quix
no
is. I
text at
haven't
this
kept up
point.
with him. I haven't seen him in any recent
There it
tournaments.
is.
He does, however, have a YouTube channel. You can go check him out yourself. Alright, so it looks like both players have quite a few defensive setups here. I'm not gonna lie, I like B's fort here. It's so stable and straight, and just one little connection all the way across. Efficient.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty legit. Must be saving up his resources for something.
Well, he's gone for double battery and a mineral. I'm sorry, there it is. Is you need at least one additional metal storage in order to gain a heavy weapon.
Right.
So when you see someone put down those, you know that they're saving up for a heavy weapon of some kind.
Yeah, right.
However, it looks like Aqua Wolf over here elected to go for swarm missiles, or at least he's getting the technology for it. He's getting a workshop and an upgrade center at the same time, which will enable, when they're completed, not only swarm missiles but warheads.
Warheads, yeah. Which, yeah, I'm not sure how effective. Not sure how effective they're going to be on this map, especially with the battery of machine gunners that Bees has.
I was just about to mention that Beast has got a lot of machine gunners here, and those are, especially at this range, well, honestly, they're not that effective at removing airborne targets, even at this range. But they're going to have plenty of time to get up a couple volleys, and that's going to have a good chance of shutting them down. Now, if you notice, Bees here actually sold off his armory, which will give him an economy boost that can really help him gain his heavy weapon. So he's likely to have his heavy weapon available just about as soon as this factory completes, and it's completed right now.
Right. Yeah. That's clever.
And there's the plasma cannon. Selling off his machine gun to replace it with, I assume, a door. And there's the door. Replacing his sold machine guns.
Well spotted. And yeah, once that laser's ready, I think it's.
Oh, Aqua Wolf's base is. He's just put another battery next to his core, and he's got vertically stacked batteries.
He wants
and
to make sure it
currently no
explodes real
defenses.
good.
Yeah, it's. If this gets hits by a laser, pretty much anywhere, things are gonna go real bad, real quick for him.
Yeah.
Aqua Wolf now also going for an armory, meaning he has available. He now has available to him all the starting technologies, or the earlier technologies.
Yeah.
None of which are being used. Curious to know what Aqua's plan is. Alright, that's going to be either a flak or an EMP.
That bit of land in front of him might be in the way a bit.
It is a flak.
Flak. Well,
Flak not known for their effectiveness at this range.
yep. Not effective against a laser.
Certainly not effective
Wow.
against...
What happened there?
I
A
don't know. How
bullet
did
went
that hit the
through.
core? The core is entirely... The core is entirely encapsulated. How did that actually hit the core?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Flak being fired at the longest range possible to detonate on the base.
Here we go.
But there's the one laser, and that's going to be it.
Yep.
Aqua Wolf falls.
That
Directly
was
hitting the batteries, shattering everything. Keys with the
QG, I
victory.
guess. Quick game. Okay. Okay, so let me get this going here.
Alright, so who have we got
So
coming
that
up next?
That was Bees, the one. that
Bees
one.
proceeds on to... He'll be facing off against Joepocalypse in his next match. The next match we have coming up is X-Raisin versus Trek-Jeff.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
I
X-Raisin's
agree.
already in because he's doing the French stream.
X-Raisin switching over to Team 1. We're good to go. Just need to get Trek-Jeff back in here.
Yep. So that's good. And I need to go here. Those tundras. So we're gonna do.
On Outstretch. Alright, Trek is in here. He's already on Team 2. Looks like we are good to go.
Excellent.
Just need X-Raisin to ready up. Or the players are ready up now.
Okay, that's good to go. Over here, everybody's. Oh, need everybody ready up.
Alright, we're ready to go.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can dig up Idris again.
So we have Trek-Jeff versus X-Raisin. Both players are previous tournament winners. Both players well known within the community. We have here on the Team 1 X-Raisin here on the left, and Team 2 Trek-Jeff. Trek-Jeff going for the... Both players going for the very quick placement of their technology structures, but going for different routes. X-Raisin going for the armory, which will enable him access to the flak and EMPs and rockets, whereas Trek-Jeff going for the workshop, which will enable him access to swarm missiles and mortars.
I like how these forts always end up looking like toilets on this map.
It's funny because it's true. Alright, so X-Raisin making a beeline for his second platform and immediately putting down a mine on it. Trek-Jeff not making it there quite so swiftly. Instead putting down an energy turbine. He'll make his way eventually. Oop, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that hurts a lot.
What's he doing? That's Trek having construction complications.
Construction, always difficult.
Hmm.
Looks like he's taking after X-Raisin over here, going for the same pattern.
Yep.
Making his connection.
Now, X-Raisin is a previous tournament winner as well. In
Indeed.
fact, he won it before Tons of Guns existed.
It has been a long... It's actually been a long while since he's last competed. See if he can take it home.
It has. It has.
Alright,
And yeah,
after
actually,
a full minute later, Trek-Jeff managing to claim his island and put the same mine on it that X-Raisin has had for some time. X-Raisin has taken this time that he's gotten ahead to put down an EMP.
Yep. And leaving himself options with that extra land where he could put... Well, he doesn't have a workshop, so he wouldn't be going missiles. So
But he could have additional mines placed there later on. Oh,
That's right.
or he
Right.
could be going more cells instead. X-Raisin putting
Yeah.
down a workshop.
Hmm.
Seems like he wants to save those extra positions for swarm missiles, which could be
Yeah.
very dangerous. X-Raisin firing the first shot with an EMP rocket.
Yep.
Oh, shutting down not only the
resources.
core, but his wind turbine as well. So X-Rays,
Hmm.
or sorry, Trek not having any energy production at all at this point in time. Another hit on the core is going to shut down, well, most of his energy production again. Looks like X-Rays and just going to be keeping the energy protection down. Oh boy. Trek selling off the only metal around his core, trying to reclaim some resources. That's risky, but it could pay off. X-Rays
Well,
and
it gave him
putting
enough money
down
for the what do you call it? The workshop, not the workshop,
the
factory.
factory.
Mm.
The Trek rushing for the laser, whereas X-Rays in here just put down his upgrade center and created a position to put down the swarm missiles. It seems like X-Rays and there's the swarm missile. Seems like X-Rays is just about a minute or two, minute and a half away from having a warhead to launch at Trek here, and Trek still only about 1/3 of the way completed on his factory, and no defenses against such a thing. And taking hits.
Shut down the mines. So
Yes, Trek mines are again shut down, including the construction progress on the factory, which hurts a lot, as he's trying to rush that out. Got 2 gunners left available in the defense of Trek versus these incoming EMPs, and X-Raisin's sniping them off one by one. Oh, there's machine gunners. Is X-Raisin gonna hop on the gunner? On the sniper?
that's what I thought he was going to do.
Looks like he's adding some more defenses around the front of his core
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yep, and now he's gonna hop on the sniper. Alright, that's 1 gunner down.
Needed to
2 gunners
do that
down.
the other way. Should have done that the other way around.
Oh, I'm sure the EMP will come off cooldown soon enough. And there's the
It's
nuke.
upgraded. Yeah,
It's
so
getting
he's not even
upgraded.
bothering with swarms.
More shutting down of Trek economy. Trek just finishing up his factory. Does he have enough economy to place a laser anywhere? But X-Raisin's nuke is about to come online, and he's sitting on it. He's waiting for it.
Oh yeah.
Trek just putting down his laser now.
Yeah, that's. Well, it might be too late, but Trek seems to always come from behind. I don't know how he.
Alright, X-Raisin looks like he really wants to fire that. Alright, he's testing for machine gunners right now. There's the nuke launch. Warhead going out.
Yeah.
Is he going to fire the EMP again? I think he wants to fire the EMP again, but it's too little too late. Nuke takes 1 hit. And... Oh! Right at the base of Trek base. Destroys pretty much everything down there except for the foundation itself. His base stands. Trek adding on a lot more machine gunners to try to stay on top, and his laser cannon, his plasma cannon, is coming online right now. Trek
Here we go.
he can fire it. X-Raisin doesn't have any vulnerabilities to it at the moment, but it can be fired. X-Raisin taking a hit. It loses 1 machine gunner, and and the nuke gets shut down. It's a slugfest. Both players have managed to get up a healthy amount of wooden armor across the front of their base. So both players not terribly vulnerable to each other's weapons.
Well, if X-Raisin gets rid of the AA, he got in with a chance here. Mind you, Trek has put a ton of wood at the front of his, and he used the laser like a defense.
He tried, but nukes have a tendency to survive a laser hit.
Yeah.
At least at close ranges, anyways.
So, X-Raisin's selling one of his mines. So my guess is he's going to put in another
Another missile launcher at some
swarm,
point.
another missile or swarms or.
Ooh. So, Trek Jeff there just fired his plasma cannon in an effort to destroy the nuke, which worked. But he did not have enough energy for a full burn, so he couldn't actually deal any damage with it. Didn't even break X-Raisin's metal doors here. This is going to become more and more of a problem as Trek Jeff loses more and more of his economy.
Also, X-Raisin's got to be kind of low on metal because he's gotten rid of his mine. Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Oh my god. There you go.
That's it? I want to see that again on the replay. Are you see? What?
Yeah, something made it a bit weak at the end there. That was quite...
What? I need to see that in the replay. What happened there?
Yeah, I'm going to see that too.
I think his base...
It was too heavy.
It was too heavy across the front and was being held up just because the top support was holding it back. And when the top support broke, it was able to roll forward enough.
Put all the weight, Yep.
Alright, so let me pause this, slow this down to 8th speed. So it breaks the top support there. Destroys his nuke. Yep. It rolls forward just enough, and the rest of the base collapses.
Yep.
Alright. I didn't see that coming at all, not gonna lie.
Nope.
That was a surprise.
Yep.
X-Raisin is eliminated.
That's a surprise. I thought he was going to be...
Indeed, he was so far on top. Trek Jeff moves on. Alright. Alright, well that's an exciting match indeed.
Okay, Trek Jeff. Guy's unstoppable. Now, have we got any progress on... I'm just saying... Okay.
Okay, so I haven't seen...
Yeah, Idris is still not around, so I think what we're going to have to do is just give it to...
Rage alert passes by default.
Yep. Can't say we didn't try. Rage wins.
That means it is now Rage alert versus Romero in this next match.
That's right. I'll just by default. Next against Rome. Alrighty. So just make sure I got my. So that was outstretch. So. Bit of Ice Cave.
Ice Cave, now that's a fun one. No one I haven't played in a long time is Catacombs. That's one I miss. I want to play that one again.
I think it's on the list, isn't it?
Indeed.
It
Perhaps
is.
RNG will let us see it.
Cool. So that's all good. Just need everybody to ready up. Switch this back over.
Yes, I saw Idris in chat earlier, but alas, he seems to have disappeared. Oh well.
Oh well. As long as we can progress.
As long as we can progress, things will carry on.
Nothing says I heart forts better than streaming forts on a 120-inch 4K TV eating cheddar.
Sorry, I just
Popcorn
have
and
very
chips,
slow internet
salsa.
at the moment.
Don't hate.
Oh my. Oh, Kensha, that sounds so nice. I wish I could stream in higher quality, though. Unfortunately, streaming in 4K isn't something I'm capable of at this time. Internet has a hard enough time streaming in 720.
My kingdom for internet. I'm gonna have to Oh,
It sounds like Rage Alert was having a little bit of technical difficulty, so he's a bit slow in getting into the lobby.
yeah. I'm having technical difficulties too. I actually dropped from the server.
I noticed it's very strange to see the server up and you not in here. Alright, looks like we have both contestants and, well, yourself back in here. Map is on Ice Cave. Everyone is here as needed, and we just need Romero to ready up and we will be good to go.
Well, that's because you got a potato for a computer.
Hey, it's not a potato, it's just not as good as yours. Which isn't saying much, you're just like better than everything.
Everybody in? X-Raisin, come on, dude.
Alright, just need X-Raisin to ready up and we're good to go.
Okay.
Time's up.
Sorry for that.
Let's go.
Oh, my stream is.
Well, technically,
glitched out.
99% of the computers are potatoes compared to mine, so shrugs.
Yeah, you see, exactly.
Okay, it's back.
It's just Kinch's machine is like all powerful. Alright, so it looks like we have a couple of first time loaders, which makes sense because we had some people that had to restart forts. Alright, Ice Cave. Ice Cave is an interesting one. It's these horizontally mounted forts, and both forts can go either up or down to reach additional structure points. It's a very, very wide map, very tall map. Those were very stable forts, if you can reach the proper points. It looks like we have Rage Alert going up fairly early on in the match here. Rage Alert being on Team 2 on the right side here. Romero being on Team 1 on the left. Romero going straight for an upgrade center off the bat. And
That's an interesting choice.
That is an interesting choice. I haven't seen this strategy since before Tons of Guns. It's got a few
Those were the
machine
days.
gunners, a few snipers. It's
I
simply
remember.
much more simple
I
days
remember
for sure.
I remember when this game didn't have AI assist on the machine guns, so that you only had manual. And yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, I can imagine. Certainly playing the campaign without AI assist is different.
Yeah, when you play the campaign on hard.
This would be a good map if you could mount swarm missiles and nukes horizontal instead of vertical.
So my chat mentioning that swarm missiles and nukes being mounted horizontal would make this map very, very interesting. I definitely agree, though. I think those would be incredibly powerful, being able to mount them sideways. Just launched straight at the opponents in swarm missile fashion. There is actually a position here where you can put a single swarm missile launcher. Across this bottom part, you can fit a swarm missile in the bottom island. It's just enough space to skim the front of your base without hurting it, and launch it across. Alright, looks like we've got... Oh, that is Eagle Eye. So we have an Eagle Eye commander on the left going with lots of ballistic weaponry. Gonna have a bullet rain. Romero microing his doors instead of building doors, replacing it with wood. Foreground and background bracing. Using one upgraded sniper already. There's no more exposed weapons. We'll see if he changes that and try to remove some of Rage Alert's machine guns. The tactic here is to use the machine gunners, or the mini gunners, with their explosive rounds to just punch clean on through the opponent's, in this case, Rage Alert's base. In order for that to be effective, you have to first build up the ultimate meter, or the commander power meter, and that can only be done by dealing damage or receiving damage. So Romero actually has to be shooting here and dealing damage in order to enable his killing move, if you will.
Yeah. He can't do a lot of mass damage at the moment, can he?
Not really. his only weapons that can really deal damage at this moment, because Rage Alert has, upon seeing the tactic, immediately used double doors and slanted armor, which completely shuts down the damage that can be dealt from Romero. So he's just kind of sniping away, trying to pick off the exposed machine gunner. I'll see how it goes. Romero gonna take a hit from an EMP. Oh, through the open door, and shuts down his sniper. Oh, that hurts. So now Romero's gonna have to expose another weapon to try to deal damage. He really needs to be firing with his machine gunners here. Or his minigunners here. He's saving up for his ultimate ability, his commander ability. It might not be enough. He needs to keep firing. Deal damage to anything, exposed wood. There's wood exposed across the top. He needs to be firing at that. His sniper needs to be upgraded in order to deal damage to metal. Because at this point, nothing's happening, and, well, Rage Alert's free to do whatever he wants at this point.
Ooh, battery right beside the core.
You know, honestly, I do that all the time. It's
Yeah.
About 9.5 out of 10 times the core will die before the battery.
Yeah, right. Makes sense.
But it's the problem happens when you put, you know, a battery next to the core and then a battery beneath that one, and you end up creating a chain reaction available.
Yeah.
That's
Fun to watch, though.
Yeah, it's certainly fun to watch. It's not fun to
slow-mo.
experience.
No.
It's fun to make your opponent experience it, that's for sure.
Yes. For
It
sure.
looks like Romero's... I'm not sure. He's only got 2 mines, whereas Rage Alert's got 4. If Romero doesn't do something quickly, he's going to be just completely outclassed in technology and firepower.
So
Oh, there goes the factory.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Rage Alert has a factory down, which puts Romero on a pretty... It's increasing the clock. It's getting closer. Looks like Romero's finally getting proper doors for his minigunners so he can open them and fire. Oh, there's one slanted armor there. That's taking damage. That's gonna be... He can use that to charge up his commander ability.
Yeah.
He's not firing at the moment. Oh, there he goes. Through the background bracing.
I would say this is one of the sort of slower matches.
It's strangely slow. Everything here is low tech, but it's incredibly slow about it. Typically, these lower technology battle skirmishes are incredibly high paced, but at the moment, it's just a single shot every so often.
Yeah.
Bullets ricocheting left and right.
So where's the laser gonna go?
I bet the laser's going to go on the bottom, where there's already double doors. At the moment, Rage Alert just increasing his slanted armor count just to make sure he doesn't have to deal with repair costs. But he's gone up to 3 batteries now. Oh, there's the damage. However, he didn't pre-fire and pre-aim his minigun, so a lot of the damage splashing not usefully elsewhere. And then that's the end of it.
Yeah. Yep.
He needed to pre-aim his weapons. He did not do that this time, meaning a lot of the splash damage just did not go where it needed to go. A lot of it flew harmlessly beneath the base, completely missing, and the rest of it pretty much went up where the machine gunners once were and is now nothing but background bracing, passing through the base, dealing no damage.
So I guess if you had to make a call from a damage perspective, has Rome been causing more damage?
Oh yes, definitely. That's about to change as the plasma cannon has just been placed.
Yes. The end is near.
We've only got another 60 seconds or so before that becomes available to fire. And at this point, there exists an angle where Romero just doesn't have any armor between his core and the cannon
in front of his
and the laser, right in front of his core. You can aim straight for it with that laser, and there's nothing there to save the core. All right, we've got a lot more bullets coming out of Romero now, which is what he needed to be doing much more earlier on. Most of them aren't finding a mark. Few of them are. Minigunners aiming
The
high.
bottom machine gun is just pointing into nothingness. Needs
Indeed.
to upgrade that.
Ooh, there we go. That's no more gunners out of Rage Alert here. There's actually some damage being dealt to the metal up top. And these AP snipers are dealing damage any time they shoot something, so that's going to count toward the commander ability meter. As long as he keeps this up, he can keep doing damage.
Hmm.
Those miniguns not terribly effective. Oh, but he did destroy one piece of metal up the top. And that's going to leave it vulnerable to machine guns. Miniguns, should I say. Metal has been replaced. Oh, but there's a laser cannon. Is it going to be it? One
Yep.
shot, and
One
that's the
shot.
end. Rage Alert with a victory. Alright.
Kinda saw that coming.
Yep. Nice try, Romero. That's a strategy you haven't seen in a very, very long time.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to be particularly efficient. Okay, so
Extremely.
that was that was Rage I went through.
That's correct.
Okay.
Alright, next match.
It's gonna be Joe versus Bees.
Oh, time to carry. Just making it up. Just coming to say hi. Saying he just woke
It's
up.
late, dude. Yeah.
Alas.
Sorry, dude.
Perhaps
Too
next
late.
time. Alright, so it is now Joe Apocalypse versus Bees.
Okay, so I'm gonna figure out what I'm doing here again. As
Hey,
usual.
Wigan is back. And there's Bees. We just need Joe Apocalypse in here.
Catacomb.
Ooh, the Catacombs, one of my favorites.
Yeah, same here. That's good. Ready. Make sure nothing's on.
And there's Joe. So we have all of our players. The players are on different teams. And Catacomb is the map. We are ready to go.
And just waiting on everybody to ready up.
Alright, just need General Wigan to ready up. And now Joe. Wait, X-Raisin is disconnected. Is he signing
Yeah,
off?
he's just streaming now, I guess.
I mean, usually he stays around to watch and stream the rest of it and cast it.
My internet is not working, but oh well. I think we're still here.
I can hear it in your
Everybody
voice.
ready up?
Turning into a robot.
Am I robotizing?
Just a little bit. That's
Yeah.
alright. It sounds like it's
The
getting better now.
OBS is telling me it's connecting and reconnecting. Okay. There we go. Moving on.
And we are ready to go.
Right. Joe versus Bees. Haven't watched Bees play a lot. Have you played with him?
I've seen him a few times. He stops by my streams every so often. He's
Mm.
been around for quite some time. I haven't seen a whole lot of him. He's
Okay.
but he's not unknown.
Okay.
I'm not sure how he stacks up against Joe. I would expect Joe to win here, as Joe has come so close to winning tournaments before, and, well, generally
Yeah.
when someone comes so close to winning tournaments that there's not a whole lot of people that can beat them. At least not consistently. So we'll see
Yeah.
how this goes. B's going with an interesting tactic of avoiding creating foundation braces, which will save him on economy and make him
Yeah,
connect faster.
that's
Tactic I don't
clever.
see often. It suffers the instability problem, so we'll see how that
Yes.
works out in the future. Wait a minute, it is bees on the left side, right?
Let's see.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, it's Joe on the left
Joe-
side,
Joe
bees
on
on
the
the
left.
right side. My bad.
Yep.
And that was my mistake. Joe is going for the lack of foundations, which will help him build faster and more cost efficiently. And B is on the right side, building his turbines in a location where they cannot be harmed.
Mm.
Always advisable.
Mm.
B is getting down his technology first, going with the armory, which will enable him to have rockets and EMPs.
Don't really see a lot of people using the Firebird commander. I remember when the game first launched, people liked using it on this map because because the fort would be so long.
Ignite
just-
everything, let it
just
all burn.
ignite everything.
Well, at the beginning, when the Firebird was used heavily, the repair costs, or the energy repair cost, was stifling.
Mm.
Completely shut down bases. With that being removed, it's no longer that painful to have to repair bases anymore.
Mm.
Igniting everything just doesn't affect things anymore. At least not as much
Mm.
as it used to.
No.
Neither player is building any offensive weaponry. As I say
Not
that,
yet.
Joe putting down 2 machine gunners. B's putting down 2 machine
B.
gunners.
Yes, that's what it was.
It's like, wait a minute. Did I miss? I flipped that side again. It is B's on the right side, Joe on the left.
Yeah. Yeah. One day we will have better observing technology.
Today is not quite that day.
Not-
So both players going up to 3 machine gunners. It looks like Joe building additional placements to put more. B's getting an upgrade center as well as a battery. Curious. Oh. Joe firing the first shots. All the exposed weapons of B's being shut down.
Yep.
Alright, chat. It says the devs are pondering. Next update will soon be energy cost to put out fires will be increased. Well, currently it doesn't cost anything to put out fires. It doesn't cost any energy to repair at all.
Pondering confirmed.
You heard it here first, guys. Pondering is confirmed. Alright, Joe Apocalypse being a bit more aggressive with his weapons. B is building weapons but not using them. Joe picking them off one by one.
Mm.
B's hiding a couple, I'd say a couple, it's 3 EMP launchers and upgrading them. So it looks like he's going to go with the Crouching Tiger Hidden Dragon style build.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
hiding all of his weapons, upgrading them to the max, and then releasing them all at once.
Yeah, Joe is turtling.
I don't know if turtling is the right word. He's kind of turtling in that
But
he's
Oh,
defending
wait, sorry,
himself.
I didn't see the factory there.
Ah, yes. Joe has a factory down. It's actually almost complete.
Mm.
Joe has weapons but is not using them offensively. It's mostly just defensive placements at the moment. He's firing them every so often just to keep things there, just to keep things down. Yeah, and he's building more extrusions from his base, filling them with sandbags. Oh, there we go. Yeah, those machine gunners were meant for defensive purposes, and they are doing their job, or at least they're trying to. All of his machine gunners, what was that? 6 machine gunners failed to bring down 4 rockets. One of B's rockets hitting itself on launch. It's always fun to see. The rockets dodging all of the machine gun fire. Joe Apocalypse single sniper removes one of B's rocket launchers, which was quite painful because those are expensive, especially to lose to something as cheap as a sniper. Bees' weapons, despite being upgraded, are exposed to the world.
So
Bees putting
where
down
should we
another
go for this?
turbine to keep up with his energy costs.
I'm gonna put a laser down. Yep.
There's the
there it
laser.
is.
Joe, completing his laser rush, he needs only survive until the laser is ready to fire.
Yeah.
Which he seems to be on a good track to do. He's got 5 machine gunners and a sniper, just waiting for an opportunity to shoot at something. Bees is focusing more on trying to build up his economy so that way he can actually keep up a more sustained fire rate on his rockets, which have not fired for quite some time now. Machine gunners almost completely missing their targets. Machine gunners this time completely missing their targets.
What, did I say something about them being tweaked?
Shh. Pondering confirmed. Alright, Joe Apocalypse hopping on a sniper, firing, but not hitting anything. Looks like he's checking positions. Oh, and that was Bees' last fully functional and upgraded rocket going down. Joe Apocalypse
Yeah.
sniping off the rest of the machine gunners and pretty much everything else. Looks like the laser has been enveloped in doors and metal for protection reasons.
Yep.
Joe just lining his base with machine guns just to make sure nothing gets through, and yet it almost does again and again. Joe currently has no wind turbines, which is going to come back to haunt him if he doesn't have one up very swiftly, as these
Oh.
lasers are very energy
Yeah.
greedy. Machine gunners, though cheap to fire, do cost a significant amount of energy when fired in these numbers.
I would have made at least one turbine. Unless he's either forgotten or it's some sort of efficiency trick.
Well, at the moment, he simply isn't firing at all, so he's able to save up enough energy. And that's it.
Whoa.
No defenses out of Bees. Joe Apocalypse, one shot, straight through the core. That's the end.
How many
Joe
one-shot
Apocalypse
laser
proceeds.
kills have we seen?
Oh, quite a lot. Quite a lot. I think my match is the only one where I was able to survive more than one laser hit.
Yeah, you did.
I survived a lot of laser hits. Alas, not enough.
Okay, Joe.
All right, Joe proceeds.
I'd like to see him win it this time. He's
Been a long time
always
coming.
gotten to this stage. All right, so
Trek Jeff versus Rage Alert.
yep. And gonna go over here and see what map we want. So that was Catacomb. Ah, yes. Interesting.
Is it
Abyss.
Abyss? Another one similar to Catacombs.
Mm. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the game here. And let's see. We need, yep, Trek Cheft and Rage.
Both players are here.
Yeah, everybody's good.
Different teams. Looks like everyone's readying up. Map is Abyss. We are ready to go. Let's hop into the next match then.
Ready up, General.
Right, chat, as always, going on about completely unrelated things. Going on about mangoes, actually, which are great. I used to have mango trees in my backyard. Those are always lovely. They taste delicious. They make a big mess.
Very popular here.
The best part about the mango is the mango. The worst part about the mango is the mango tree.
Yeah. Yeah, they can be a pain because your yard just gets inundated with mangoes. I used to have a mango tree.
The worst is when you step in. It's just, oh my lord, it gets everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like
Actually,
landmines.
I had two. In fact, I took one down. Alrighty, so Trek is on the left, Rage is on the right.
It is correct. Trek immediately going for wind turbines off the bat. An interesting choice. I've not seen that play done before. Nope, I already messed that up. Rage Alert on the right. Going for, I looked at it just to make sure I was saying the right names, and it still inverted it.
Not that this is related, but what's your drink of choice?
Drink of choice. I usually go for a whiskey, sometimes a wine, like a Riesling. Riesling's my favorite wine, but I like a good whiskey. Especially, a lot of times I go for things straight, but honestly, one of my favorite whiskeys is just a whiskey sour, which is more like a mildly, or I suppose not mildly in my case, but somewhat strong lemonade.
Yes.
If you like lemonade, why not add a little oomph to it?
Yep, that's right.
So Rage Alert doing a little fort tickling with his machine gunner. Trek Jeff not caring at all. Just continuing to go about his day.
The tickling has returned.
Looks like Rage Alert is going for heavy weapon rush. He's already put down his storages required to get the next stage of technology.
Yep.
Trek Jeff looks like he's getting he's getting a sniper, continuing with his economy. Definitely planning for the late game. We'll see just how late he's planning for. Adding some more wind turbines, cranking up the energy production, and there's a battery. We'll see if this is for additional weapons, or is he going to be adding on the next stage in technology. Ooh! Trek Jeff sniping up the machine gunners as they're being placed down. Oh, there's the last machine gunner down. Trek Jeff taking complete map superiority and choosing to not use it to do anything aside from be safe from harassment. Bull flare. Oh, that's an interesting choice. So Trek Jeff on the left here, putting down the storages necessary to get a heavy weapons facility, and then electing to go for an upgrade center. That's not something we see every day.
He wants to upgrade to rockets, right?
I'm not sure. He hasn't placed any weapons down.
Right.
And there are the rockets.
Yeah.
At least I assume they're rockets, aside from... They could be flak. We'll find out in a few seconds here, but I assume they're going to be rockets, given the scenario. It looks like Rage Alert also putting down some rockets. Yes, they are rockets. So we're going to have 3 rockets coming out of Trek Jeff, and just Rage Alert with an EMP for harassment reasons, I assume. Rage Alert likes to go with the heavier weapons. My chat asking how I managed to have 500 plus FPS on this on forts. Forts runs really well when you're not running on certain maps.
When you're running on a certain vegetable.
That too. If you don't have a potato of a computer and you're not on World War II, then Forts actually runs really well. Probably should limit that so it's not running at 500 FPS. I don't need to do that to my graphics card.
think Trek seems a bit more prepared for this one.
I would have to agree. Rage Alert's... I don't know if he hasn't played much on this map. His structures appear to be very haphazard, so to speak. All over the place. There's not a lot of flat angles, not a lot of places to put things. It's working. He's firing his weapons, unlike Trek. Trek is just not firing at all.
Yeah, except Trek is about to fire everything.
And it's gonna spell doom and disaster for Rage Alert when he accepts the fate that's coming toward him right about now. But Rage Alert does have his factory down. It's halfway built. No, I don't know. I don't know. If Trek Jeff never fires his weapons, he may not get an opportunity to fire, because Rage Alert's just keeping him shut down.
There we go. Is this where he does
Is
it?
he gonna fire it? Nope. Not quite. Still rebuilding gunners, which have yet to save him from any of these EMPs. Alright, now Trek Jeff is firing. 6 rockets, all but one of which is shut down by the 2 gunners that fired. Oh my lord. The RNG is real. Last match we had 6 gunners take down 2 rockets. This time we had 2 gunners take down 4 rockets. And this time 1 gunner takes down 1 rocket and pays for it with his life. Now we have Trek Jeff completely in control of the match. All of the gunners have been removed from Rage Alert's side. Trek Jeff increasing his energy output and splashing his damage right into the upper economy of Rage Alert. Rage Alert losing access to 2 mines and a turbine, as well as most of the structure up there. Oh, there goes another wave of rockets. Trek Jeff having some power issues, of all things. Not quite enough turbines, but it's still enough to fire the rockets uncontested.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because Rage Alert just doesn't have the economy to, well, doesn't have any gunners and doesn't have the economy anymore to rebuild them. This is going to be a downward spiral. But hey, at least Rage Alert has a factory. Rage Alert known for coming back from behind. He's certainly very, very behind.
Yeah, I don't think, where would he put his laser?
I don't think he has the ability to place it. He doesn't have.
I don't think so.
For those unaware, getting hit by 3 rockets is game ending. The amount of damage they deal will completely shut down your economy, even for larger economies. You have to stop the damage, and repairing is not an option. The moment you hit that repair button after taking 3 rockets worth of damage, you've shut yourself down and removed your ability to rebuild yourself. And those rockets are coming in again and again. Trek Jeff going up to 5 turbines, which will be enough to keep up the firepower on these rockets. Especially with the additional income from the overdrive commander ability. The rockets are going to keep coming back. Rage Alert trying to stave off some of the damage with the sniper, but it's not going to be enough. The sniper goes down. He's down to 1 EMP rocket, which can't even fire right now due to repairing doors. Oh, gets it off anyways. It makes it through and shuts down all 3 of the rockets to give him a moment's breather, but it's not going to help him.
Come back.
Oh, I wish. That would be great.
That would be.
That would make my day. Alas, he's not going to have the economy. Shuts down more of the rockets. I'm genuinely surprised that EMP has managed to survive. I mean, have you seen his entire base is Swiss cheese at this point, and that rocket is just chilling there at EMP. And again, it survives. What's just as surprising is how many times the EMP has managed to make it across the map with machine gunners shooting it down. Ooh, but now an EMP out of Trek Jeff shuts down Rage Alert's EMP. Oh, Trek Jeff retaliating with a sniper, actually removing one of the EMP launchers. Uh-oh. The EMP is exposed.
Hilarious.
Trek Jeff trying to snipe it, and he gets it. And that's the last weapon out of Rage Alert. Rage Alert gonna take another volley, and that's the end. Trek Jeff with the victory.
Surprise, surprise. Who has it come down to?
This will come down to, in the first place position, Joe versus Trek Jeff.
Yeah. It's funny that Trek hadn't actually signed up to the tournament until the last minute.
I know. He was like, surprise, I might as well join in.
Yeah.
We will be doing the bronze match next, as usual, which means Rage Alert versus... Oh, no, I'm sorry. We have to do...
No, we should do... yeah, Rage should go over to...
Yes.
I'm not sure why it hasn't up.
Rage versus Bees.
Yep, it should update at some point, assuming the system works.
It does not appear to be updating. That's weird.
Hmm.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay.
Okay, good.
It just took it a while to calculate things. So it is now Rage Alert versus Bees.
Okay. So that's good. And so it was... All right, so this is interesting. Right.
On Skylands? I haven't seen that map in a long time. I'm curious if Rage Alert's going to do some tier 3 motor shenanigans here.
All right, so we need... Rage and... Right?
Rage Alert. At Bees.
Yep. Where are those guys? Oh, really?
Did he just go offline?
Really?
It says he's offline. Well,
I guess we could do the final first, I guess, although it's a bit...
I suppose we can.
I'm just asking on the Discord if somebody can ping him.
No, he actually signed off. All right. Well,
I guess that makes Rage.
Rage takes third place.
Rage takes it.
Well, congratulations, Rage. You've taken third place. Then we're up to the first then.
Okay, Rage wins that one. And we'll go...
That's right, he only won one match. He takes bronze.
Okay, so there's the bracket. And now, have I set up Skylands? That's all good to go.
Alright, so we'll
So
stay
we
on
need the
Skylands,
next-
which means we need to get the other
Yep.
players back in here. There's
Yep.
Joe and Trek. There's Trek. And Joe. Alright. Players are in.
Excellent.
Map is there.
Cool.
Just need everyone to ready up and we will be good to go.
Okay. General.
We just need Wigan to ready up.
Come on, Wigan.
You can do it. Is he gone AFK again? No, he's ready. All right. For the final match.
For the final. Finally.
Be Joe versus Trekjeff. This is turning into a grudge match at this point.
Interesting map to be the final.
It's certainly not one we see very commonly.
I know.
So on the left side, we have a previous tournament winner, Trekjeff. And on the right side, we have Joe Apocalypse, runner-up, going
Several
for his
times.
first... Going
Always
many
comes down to
times.
these guys.
It is.
Joe must be thinking, what is it with these guys?
Joe forgot his commander again.
Well, I'm not sure what to suggest there.
All right, well, we have an interesting tactic coming out of different players here.
Yeah,
Trekjeff
Joe's
going
gonna
for
try
the-
and snipe.
Going for the traditional... Trekjeff going for the additional income, or the economy upgrades. Whereas Joe, on one mine, going for swarm missiles. It's not something we see
Yep.
every day. He will not be
I
able to sustain that for very long.
Yeah, and Trek has seen it. He's going to put some countermeasures down there.
Looks like it, and that's going to be much, much more cost efficient than what Joe has done.
Hmm.
Except for that battery. That battery's going to be in a dangerous place.
Yeah, that could dislodge the whole thing, couldn't it?
Oh yeah. If that bottom brace is broken, it will detonate whatever is on it, in this case the battery, which could cause a chain reaction and cause significant problems for Trekjeff. We'll see how that plays out, or if that comes into play at all. Joe finally getting another mine. Now up to 2 mines against Trekjeff's 4. Trekjeff
yeah.
already getting down the munitions plants. We just hit the 2-minute mark. Trekjeff already has a munitions plant down and constructing. Joe Apocalypse not yet firing a swarm. He built them, hasn't fired them. Is continuing to maneuver into one of the exterior islands around his base.
That's interesting.
This is usually the island used for sniper positions and other under-the-hill shenanigans, if you will.
Ah, yes. Nether shenanigans.
And there's the platform going
It's
down.
interesting. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen it suspended by
Yeah.
ropes before. That
Yeah.
seems fairly unstable, but it's working.
Yeah.
The sniper is down. So we will be able to have a missile launch here fairly quickly. Unfortunately, the angle which those missiles will come in, they will be mostly stopped by one of the 2 islands on the right side of Trekjeff.
So he's going to try and take out the resources?
It seems like it. He doesn't have access to hit most of them. Removes one of them. Some extra splash damage around. One very damaging tactic that I haven't seen done by players pretty much ever is that if you on Joe's side, if you were to take that platform that the sniper is on currently and extend it downward almost to the bottom of the screen, then the missiles will actually fly far enough down that they will go underneath the island and come up from below. You can actually hit the opponent's core with those.
Nice.
Something I've only done once. Something I've only been permitted to do once. It's something the opponent has to actively ignore in order to work. But Trekjeff seems to be largely ignoring Joe Apocalypse at this point.
Yeah.
Uh,
And his munitions plant is done.
he can start building. He's certainly got the economy for it. Joe, on the other hand, doesn't even have a turbine. He's going for additional missile launchers without any economy to start with. This is going to be an interesting game for sure. I imagine quite slow and long.
Hence the time limit.
We're coming up with a third of the way through the time limit. Currently, the only one to deal damage is Joe Apocalypse. Will technically be the victor at this point.
Yeah, but yeah,
Still have another 10 minutes to go. Now, does damage dealt count against, or sorry, does damage to neutral structures count as damage dealt?
No, it'd be damage to the opponent's owned.
Okay. There's a solid hit and ignite on the center structure could, if that counted, really skew the numbers.
That would be interesting.
Machine gunners are online and functional. Usually not something you see in combination with machine gunners. Taking out most of the swarm missiles, only costing them 1 gunner and 2 gunners, and a few planks of wood.
So Joe's now getting all his resources, at least his energy. Yeah, he probably doesn't have enough energy storage to fire everything.
Let's see, it is 1500 per... Yeah, he definitely does not have. He should have enough. If he saves up to his max, he should have 5,000 at this point. Machine gunner's doing good work.
Oh, okay, and Trek is building a cannon.
Indeed, and a bit more exciting at this point, Trek is also building a sniper in a position that will contest Joe Apocalypse's snipers. And Joe Apocalypse doesn't know where to look for it. It's not firing in its direction, so he's most likely going to lose his 2 snipers down at the bottom, which will shut down the missile shenanigans we have here.
Yep.
Joe going up to a 4th missile launcher as well. That he doesn't have the power to fire all at once. And there, Trek Jeff retaliating with the snipers. Ooh, sniper war, who gets it first?
Sniper war.
Oh boy, who gets it first? Oh, it's so close.
Oh,
another miss. I think Trek has just given up. He's like, I don't want to deal with this. Now he just blocks it off. He doesn't want to deal with it anymore. Neither player able to land a shot.
That's funny.
Not even that would have been a kill shot. That would have been a kill shot, and it's blocked. Alright, we got 2 more swarm missiles launched. Trek going up to a 2nd cannon as well. He's preparing for a high impact alpha strike. Trek actually selling off some of his gunners. He doesn't have many gunners left. In fact, he's got 3.
Yeah.
He's got 3 gunners available. Not that the swarm missiles have done terrible damage.
Okay, what's Joe doing here? So he's expecting incoming.
Alright, it looks like Trek Jeff upgrading his economy, getting some more turbines. Replacing the ones above his base, above his core, which are no longer efficient due to the weapon placements around them. Oh! Swarm missiles ducking and diving, managing to clean through his base and destroy one of his existing turbines, 2 of his existing turbines.
Okay, and Joe's got an upgrade center now, so he can start the
Upgrading
nuke
those
fest.
to nukes. That'll be interesting. Honestly, at this point, it may be more efficient for Trek to take the nukes, just have them hit his base rather than try to shoot them down, because the nukes in their straighter trajectory won't actually be able to deal damage to anything significant because he can't target them. But the moment that those get into their drunk nuke mode, where they get damaged and go wild, they can start hitting anything in his base, and that could cause a serious problem. If a nuke manages to duck under the island and hit from below, or manages to swing all the way up above the top and hit his cannons, that could be potentially game-ending.
That's assuming Joe's going to be able to fire them.
At this point, it's not a good assumption. Oh, this traded snipers, leaving Joe without a sniper and unable to fire. He just built that one. It's still building. Trek Jeff slowly working his way through the neutral structure in the middle. Joe still running off of 2 mines this whole time.
So at this point, who's inflicted more damage? I would possibly say Joe.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, so...
The nuke goes in.
Lucky.
Goes all the way through. Takes out 3 machine gunners, a few planks of wood. No significant damage. Oh, is that going to be enough? That's enough to bring down the neutral structure. There is an available cannon. Trekjeff now has exposed weapons. The weapons are free on both sides. Joe, not quite prepared. Takes a hit. He's got the armor, but doesn't have the weapons set up to deal damage to Trekjeff. Oh, the nuke goes down. Swarm missiles splash harmlessly across the center structure.
Yeah, he probably should have shot the higher ones at those cannons.
Joe Apocalypse doesn't have the energy income to fire both swarm missiles. Fires one of them off, and there's a plethora of machine gunners waiting to shoot him out of the sky. None of the swarm missiles make it.
No.
Trekjeff firing another cannon. Removes one of the swarm missile launchers. Oh, his second swarm missile launcher is blocked by a sniper. He actually cannot fire that one so long as that sniper exists there. And there goes the second swarm missile launcher. Joe Apocalypse no longer has any offensive capabilities above the table.
It's a gamble.
And it makes it through the one nuke, managing to take out the 4 gunners that were shooting at it all the way across the match. All the way across the map. Joe's still sending out more and more swarm missiles. At this point, he's just trying. I think his only tactic at this point is to just deal more damage and hope to win in overtime. Oh, but there goes his chances of that. His core taking damage from the heavy weapon, the cannon, actually dealing damage to his core, and will now leave Trekjeff in the lead at the end. There's only 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. If Joe Apocalypse does not do core damage, then he will lose at that point in time. Machine gunners trying to do their job and failing miserably, not destroying either the nuke or the swarm missiles. At this point, Joe does not have a weapon that can deal damage to Trekjeff's core, at least not without the nuke getting hit and going on a wild magical journey around the map and landing on Trekjeff's core, which is entirely unlikely but not unseen. It looks like Trekjeff trying to stop exactly that from happening by just spamming machine gunners absolutely everywhere, almost completely shutting down the swarm missile launches, and just continuing to lay into Joe Apocalypse with his double cannon setup. The cannons being very efficient here in that they cannot be stopped by anything aside from just more stuff. They will always deal damage.
On Joe's side, if he where his snipers are, if he built that structure much further down, would his rockets or nukes, missiles or nukes, be able to attack at a better angle?
Oh yes, absolutely. If you were to build that all the way down to right about the bottom of the map, like really stress it, then those nukes would go underneath the map and come up underneath Trekjeff's base.
Yeah. Oh, he's just figured that out.
I think so. He's gonna have to build it further down than that. At least in my testings, you have to build that down noticeably further than that. Which is going to be very difficult for him considering his unstable setup.
Yeah. And lack of energy, too.
That certainly doesn't help.
And Trek's building another
there he goes.
cannon? Yeah.
Yes. He's trying to increase the fire, but I don't think he's going to have the time. There's only 60 seconds remaining. Joe Apocalypse is going to get one more fire out of his swarm missiles and a nuke if he saves up. Alright. He's gone down really far. Let's see how it works. He's going to get one shot out of it.
I'd like to just see one shot.
Oh, he's building the sniper down there too. The sniper is not really necessary so long as you can target the right location. Oh, but there goes the wind turbine. He's only got 25 seconds left. He has to fire those missiles right now or they're not going to have time to make it across.
This is it. He's going to have to shoot. Did he shoot?
He's trying. I think he's out of energy.
Yeah.
Or metal. He's selling things off. There's the launch.
Fired them with
It's not going to be enough to make the damage, but we'll
I
get
don't
to
think
see them
so.
fly. Oh, he's just a little bit too low. He was just a little bit too low. They despawned off the bottom of the map. If he had just been one box higher, they would have been underneath and gone completely underneath his defenses.
All right, so it was 100% health, 85% reactor health.
Indeed.
So
Trek Jeff takes the victory.
takes the tournament again.
And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our victor, Trek Jeff.
That's amazing. He's very consistent.
I agree. It's very good.
I'm going to just update things here. And edit this. And winner is track. Submit. There we go. And there it is. Might have a quick chat with Trek if he's on. Is he on Discord?
I haven't seen him on, at least he's not in voice chat. He usually doesn't hop onto the voice chats.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
But we can ask him.
Yeah.
And see if he's going to get online.
Yeah. And I will go, where am I here, to the bracket.
Incursus, if you value your sanity, stay out of your chat.
Okay, I'll drag him in.
Oh, Kinsha, I have been.
There he is.
Actually, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't
Congratulations,
mind
Trek.
hopping in on that fun.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
Well,
Trek, congratulations.
You did quite good
that was a bit
considering
unexpected.
you didn't sign up for the tournament until just like an hour
As the
before.
tournament started.
Yeah, I think it was like half an hour before I signed up, and then apparently.
I thought you
Yeah.
didn't like 1v1.
I almost never play 1v1 because
Yeah.
I thought it was not my best, but I think I've surrounded so many hours now. I have like more than 700, so I guess I kind of just know the game well enough to do well.
That's a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Wait, many
yeah.
hours.
Well, clearly, you know the game. There's a couple times there where I thought, like in some earlier matches, where I thought you were actually falling behind, but you seem to always have a plan for the long-term plan, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
well,
cool.
like in Cursus, I know his strategies mostly because I watched his YouTube videos so much. So I think that's what's
Yeah.
kind of saved me there.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm so embarrassed for that match. I had a plan to stop exactly what you were doing, and I just didn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
jeez.
was actually planning on getting up like a decoy mortar in the beginning just to make you think that I was going mortar, but that didn't work very well.
I was half expecting you to, and that's why it specifically targeted across the top for that. If we're talking about our match, just to make sure that you didn't put a mortar there, because it looked like you wanted to.
Yeah.
But I saw the machine gunners like, oh, this is going in a different way.
But it's cool that it's a bit the third final with Joe.
Oh.
That's-
That's still impressive.
Joe's saying that there was a huge bug. That's not salty at all.
Yeah, I thought at the beginning of the match that because there was a little bit of lag at the beginning, so I was starting to get afraid that I would just lag out. But
Oh,
apparently, it was just a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah, I'll just
I'm
grab
curious.
Joe
The
in here.
stability has been fairly consistent
Hey, Joe.
throughout the match. Now Joe is here.
Joe is in here now. Congratulations on coming second again. I know.
He's still
I was
muted.
rooting for you. But, you know, Trek has a very solid play style, so you're going to have to do some more practicing against him, I think. Yeah, that was good. Good game. I was enjoying your attempt there to get him from the underneath there on that last map.
Yeah, I just use that as a last resort.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that last shot land.
Yeah.
It was so close. Just one box higher would have been. It wouldn't have gone underneath the map and despawned.
Yeah.
There was actually a pretty bad bug that I kept running into.
What was? Yeah, so something was happening to you there.
Yeah, like, I had my warhead and my swarm selected. I didn't have enough energy to fire both, so I fired the warhead, which automatically fired first. And then after I fired the warhead, I had to reselect the group because you can't fire one after the other already fired.
Yeah, it's true.
Right.
But if it's not ready yet, you have to reload it. You have to select just the one you want to fire. That annoys me as well.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Interesting.
But
Interesting.
there is
I'll
a
have to have
short
look.
key for just firing one, right? So if you select the whole group, and there is a short key for just like firing one.
Yeah, it's just the
why?
right click.
Right click.
Right click instead of left
okay.
click.
Good
Yep.
to know.
I think Y.
Yeah.
I think right click can be buggy at sometimes, so I can just use Y.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
see.
that won't do it.
Okay, guys. Well, look, I'm going to wrap this up. I'd like to thank Incursus for helping me co-host this thing, and I'd like to thank the moderators on the Discord for helping get everybody in place, and thank you to Trek and Joe and all the other competitors for competing. You guys did fantastic as usual. So, thanks to shout out to Fraz for helping with the cat herding. And
Yeah, that's a lot of herding.
That's gonna be my new favorite. That's gonna be my new favorite
It was a
phrase
bit
every time.
hectic. Would like to see a bit more everybody who signs up for the tournament actually show up to the tournament. So I'll have to figure out a way of making it a bit more reliable with everybody. So stay tuned for that. There will be another tournament in a month, and we're thinking about having much larger teams, maybe 3v3 or 4v4, depending on how the technology goes. So stay tuned for that, and be on the lookout for announcements. So so there we go. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys. Well,
Thank
you
you.
heard it here. Tournament in 1 month. We'll get to see what kind of shenanigans we have going on. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Czech, for participating. Congratulations, Czech Jeff, on the first place victory, and congratulations, Joe, on another runner-up second place victory. Always do well. Thank you all, and I'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.
All right, stream. It's been fun. I love doing these tournaments. I love hosting. I love participating. Lord knows I love watching you guys in chat. I honestly didn't know what to mention through most of it. But thank you guys so much for coming in to say hi. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Later. And yes, the Discord is always available if you guys want to continue the chats. I suspect many of you won't want to.